Yeah, so food allergies have unfortunately been on the rise over the last 2 decades. Food allergy is an immune-mediated allergic reaction to certain foods, typically peanuts, tree nuts, milk, eggs, wheat, soy, seeds, seafood. It typically happens within minutes of exposure to the food allergen. The reaction can be mild, itching or rash, but it can range to being life-threatening, something called anaphylaxis. And it's an exciting time in the world of food allergies right now. And today I'm here on behalf of Novartis and Genentech because there's some new treatment options that we can get to talk about. Yeah, so management of food allergy always starts with strict avoidance of your food allergen and closely reading labels and carrying epinephrine in case there's an accidental exposure and allergic reaction. But there are some treatment options now. Some individuals have heard of oral immunotherapy, or OIT. And as of February 2024, the FDA approved Xolair, or omalizumab, for individuals, children and adults with food allergy who are over the age of 1. Omalizumab decreases your likelihood of having a reaction in the setting of accidental exposure.
So my son Matthew was diagnosed at age 2 with an allergy to peanuts and tree nuts. And at the time, I really didn't take food allergies very seriously. I had a lack of knowledge, and unfortunately he did consume peanut butter, which he's allergic to, and he had an anaphylactic reaction and was very sick. So it was at that time that I realized how important it was to be vigilant about our environment at home and our environment at restaurants and family members' homes, and really educating Matthew to advocate for himself. So for school, when Matthew was younger, it did require some parent intervention to communicate with the school and really educate the public at large on the importance of being vigilant with food allergies. And as far as Halloween is concerned, since Matthew was maybe 3 or 4, he came up with a way to handle that on his own. And when asking trick or treat, he would always say, I have a peanut and tree nut allergy. So if the homeowner had something that was appropriate for him, he would likely wind up with something that was safe. But in the event that he was given something that he couldn't eat, we opted to pay him a quarter for every piece of candy. So he wound up pretty much with a few bucks by the end of the day each year. And that was a nice way for us to let him feel like he wasn't missing out on anything.
So management certainly starts with strict avoidance of food allergen, closely reading labels and carrying epinephrine. Treatment options include the option of oral immunotherapy and the only FDA-approved medication for food allergy, which is Xolair. And everyone, there's different options for different individuals. So that's why I think it's so important to discuss the pros and cons, the risks and benefits of each option, and to decide what's best for each individual. Yeah, so I encourage individuals with food allergy, or if you know someone with food allergy, to speak to your healthcare provider, speak to a board-certified allergist, and you can also visit Xolair.com for more information.